We finally have a winner, baby! After 4 months, we have a winner of Season 13. So please beware of the spoilers in this video because there are gonna be all the spoilers. And if you haven't watched episode 16 yet, what in the hell are you doing? Go on Netflix, go on WoW Presents Plus, and watch the damn episode and then come back to this video for a review. So this year's finale was a little bit different because of the whole COVID situation. This finale was constructed to be basically a drive-in drag show because of the whole pandemonium experience that we've had during the last year, which was pretty much expected. In this finale, we had our top 4 queens compete for the crown in a lip-sync smackdown, which is very reminiscent of season 9 and season 11, which was very, very expected as well. It was predictable, but we knew this was gonna happen. As a way to warm up the audience at the drive-thru, and here behind our small screens, the queens were asked to prepare 3 looks, which are as follows. The first category for the finale runway is black and white, and oh boy, the queens were all gorgeous in this one. The second category was red all over. All the queens had these great red ensembles for the finale, and the last category is the grand finale eleganza extravaganza, where all the queens stepped their pussies up and brought us their best drag. The queens got a little bit more time between filming the seasons and the finale, so I'm very happy that they got a fashion upgrade, but also I have to wonder how much money did they spend on these looks because they were all incredibly stunning and they looked expensive. Then RuPaul entered the improvised grand finale stage in a multicolored gown, which some people on Reddit were not very happy about. But I thought that it was a pretty cute look, and even though we know that RuPaul has more expensive dresses, this was pretty fitting for a finale, in my opinion. After the ball and RuPaul entering the grand finale stage, we had a touching and emotional tribute to Miss Chi Chi DeVayne, a queen that has unfortunately passed during 2020, and this really made me cry because I loved Chi Chi so much. Chi Chi was one of the most creative and kindest queens that ever really were on RuPaul's Drag Race, and when Thorgy Thor teared up, I also teared up because this was really cute and I really loved that all the girls have such great memories of Chi Chi, and I'm still not really over it, so well deserved, and Chi Chi, we will never forget you. So after the tribute, we got to the thick of it all, the lip-sync smackdown for the crown, which we were awaiting since January the 1st of 2021. This time, lip-sync smackdown for the crown was dedicated to one and only our pop princess, Miss Britney Spears. It's never been more fitting to say,
"It's Britney, bitch."
In the first round, and battling for the 4th spot, we had Rosé and Candy Muse lip-syncing to Work Bitch, one of the greatest Britney songs, and one of my favorite songs when I went clubbing, you know, when it was actually allowed back in the day. So this lip sync was not bad, but I expected a little bit more enthusiasm from Candy and Rosé, even though we know, since Rosé mentioned it a little bit earlier, that she actually sprained her ankle not so long ago. I love to see her perform, even though I'm sure she was in pain, but I thought that this is gonna be a little bit more enthusiastic performance, and I do think that Candy was a lot better than Rosé, because Candy is a great lip syncer, even though some fans do not agree. I personally think that Candy is amazing, and she absolutely grew on me during the season. I might have not liked her as much during the beginning of the season, but I think that she's super talented and she's a great lip syncer, so I think that she deserved her spot in the finale. So with Candy winning the first round of lip sync smackdown for the crown, Rosé is placed at a 4th spot in our finale, which means that Rosé will definitely compete in All-Stars, and I know that I've talked about this probably like in other comment sections and in my previous videos, but I have a tingling feeling that Rosé will compete in maybe All-Stars 8, and that Rosé will probably compete against Denali in one of the future All-Stars, because I think that we are going to have a Rosenali reunion one way or the other, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be in one of the All-Star seasons. In the second round, we had Gottmik and Simone lip-syncing to Britney's iconic Gimme More. I really liked this lip sync and I liked it a lot more than the previous one. I thought that the reveals were very much expected, and I think that's something that we expect from every lip sync smackdown basically since season 9, because season 9 just placed the bar so high that all the queens kind of had to adjust to that expectation. And even though Simone's initial reveal was a little bit sloppy, I loved seeing Simone embracing her thrilling sensuality, and she definitely did take a different approach in this lip sync and the next one. So I really enjoyed that, and I think that she absolutely killed it. As I said, Gottmik is an amazing makeup artist. She's a fashion queen, she's smart, she's funny, but lip syncing is not one of her strongest suits, and that's why I think that Simone absolutely deserved to go to the final round. So Simone progressed to the final round, and Gottmik deserved her third spot in the competition. So with that being said, we have the final battle royale between Simone and Candy Muse. These two girls were lip syncing to Till the World Ends, also by Miss Britney Spears, and this was really great. This was a great lip sync. I wrote in my notes, these two girls have infectious energy, and Simone was just living on stage. I just felt through my screen that she was so happy, she was living her best life. She was really enjoying herself on stage, a little bit more than Candy. I think that Candy kind of got into her head by this point, but I think that Simone really lived on stage, and I loved it. And also there was a reveal with Simone's wig, which I thought was a little bit unpredictable, so I will give her props to that. So before the winner is announced, we obviously have to talk about who's gonna be Miss Congeniality for season 13. So we got Miss Hiding Closet on the main stage, the current reigning Miss Congeniality, who actually said that Miss Lala Ree is going to be Miss Congeniality of season 13. And honestly, I was surprised. Absolutely the perfect choice. Lala Ree is so kind, so funny, and so charming, so I think that she absolutely deserves that spot and that $10,000 award. But I think that everybody actually thought that Miss Olivia Lux is going to be Miss Congeniality, so that kind of took me by surprise. But I love that Lala got the recognition that she deserves. So she actually won the Golden Boot Award and she got Miss Congeniality, and I lived. Honestly, I lived. I could not agree more with this choice. For me personally, it was a toss-up between Miss Lala Ree and Denali for Miss Congeniality, but I'm so happy that Lala got her award. And now the winner of season 13 is finally revealed. After 84 years, we got it. We have a winner, baby. And I just have one thing to say. Don't let the smooth taste fool you, baby, because Simone is the winner of this competition. Simone absolutely slayed the competition, and I knew that she was gonna win from the first time I laid my eyes on her, and I'm so glad that I was right. I think that Simone is gonna be a perfect winner for not just for this year, but for basically this whole competition. I was loving her energy. I loved all of her runways. I'm gonna dedicate a full video on top 10 Simone runways during the season, and I think that she could not have been a better fit for a crown. I love that she won the crown, and I know that some people are obviously going to have different opinions. Some people did root for Rosé, some people did root for Candy or for Gottmik, but if you are one of those people, please let me know in the comments who were you rooting for, and if you didn't root for Simone, what are your opinions about this finale? And with that being said, this is going to be the conclusion of today's video. If you liked it, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel to support me and to watch more Drag Race related content that I will be putting out in the next couple of weeks. I wish everybody a pleasant rest of the day, and until next time, take care and bye bye.